quick video to kind of go over the students' math homework for tonight. Typically, they'll get math homework maybe a few times a week throughout the year. Most of the time, it's going to come directly from their math book. Sometimes it'll be different. So you can see at the top, this lesson, the homework is from lesson 1.5. And we've been working on this for a couple of days. So now I'd like to practice it at home also, so you can kind of see what they have been working on. So we want to make sure their name is at the top. They have a student number as well, which they do know. And then if they can remember to put the date, that would be great. But the name and number is the most important thing. So we want to make sure that they are reading the directions carefully, because on math homework, lots of times it's the directions are going to ask them for more than one step to do for a problem. So we want to be really careful with that. So for numbers 1 through 8, they are going to actually write these numbers, these 2-digit numbers, in different ways or different forms. And we have actually been working on that for a couple of days. We created, we called it a place value robot. So I'm not going to draw the robot, but I'll just do kind of a chart. So we put the number the regular way, which is standard form, right in the middle, just using the digits. And then we split the box into 4 other boxes. And another way to show this number, so we have standard form, and another way to show the number is called picture form. So that is where we would just drop what we call base 10 blocks. So these are 10s, 10, 20, 30, and then we would need 2 1s for that number. So that is picture form. The next form is actually just showing how many 10s are in the number and how many 1s are in the number. So for this number, there are 3 10s. I'm going to actually type that instead of writing it. 3 10s and 2 1s. So that is just showing it in, we just call it showing it in 10s and 1s. There's not a specific name for that. So we show it as 10s and 1s. So here is the 1s. Okay. Now the next way, so this is actually the 4th way, is called expanded form, which I know is a big word, but they've been doing really well with it. Expanded form means that we're going to be writing it as an addition problem. So 32 would be the sum. So we're kind of showing the value of the 10s and the 1s put together. So since there are 3 10s, and we can see that up here, that would be the same as 30. And then we're going to put a plus sign. And then the value of the 1s, which is 2. Just 2, because you only count those by 1s. Some of the kids might be putting equals 32, and that's totally fine. Either way is good. Now, the last way is the way that we were talking about today, which is word form. So they're actually just going to write the number using words, exactly how they say it. So if they say the number 32, that's what they're going to spell. 30, and then I'm going to put a dash, because it's a tens number, 32. And we have a special chart in our notebooks, our math notebooks, with all of the spelling of the number words, so they can use that anytime they need to spell a number. So that is just for the top part. This middle part is usually going to be a word problem. And for this one, you actually don't have to show any work. You're just circling your answer choice. Lots of times this will be a word problem where you have to show your work. That's really important. I want to see their thinking, even if they're doing the math mentally in their head, which I know a lot of students do. I really want them to get used to showing and explaining their thinking, because we're going to show it and we're going to work on writing our explanations out a lot this year in 2nd grade. And then the last problem, there's usually just another problem where you have to apply the concept. This one is asking, be really careful, because this one is actually asking for 4 different answers. It wants you to show 63 in 4 different ways. So I could just split this box up, and then I can do the same thing that I did up here. But instead of 5, I just need 4 different ways. So 63 in 4 different ways. There is a backside to this homework, which is kind of like they call it a spiral review. So on the back side of this homework page, there are a couple questions just like this. And then there were a few questions that are review from last week. So I would like them to do both sides for homework for tomorrow, if possible. If there's any issues or if you have any questions, please reach out via email or message me on Class Dojo, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Have a great night.